Good day. Oh, FF8. Very cool. Well, sadly, we're not doing FF8 today. We'll be back on FF8 on Saturday. Continuing our quest to master every Final Fantasy. Okay. Make sure we've got everything we need. Such as turning the volume down on the music so that I can be heard. Yes, that was my bad. Alright, that should all be good. Okay, mute this. Nah, my notes. Where's the start here? There we go. So this is Ancient Ruins. That's quite far in, actually. Oh, wow. How fortuitous. Here are the Ancient Ruins. Nailed it. That's how well I know the run. So yeah, today we'll be going through FF3 and 4. Don't know if we'll get to 5. Maybe. But like I says, I mean, some of these records are so old, there isn't anything that really can be done. Or there just isn't anything to, like, do to make the runs better. Alright, so stuff. Ooh. Potioning. Interesting. Okay, yeah, okay, never mind. That was the potion there. This is the same. Alright. Cave del Darktino. Grab the Tetsu. Skip every encounter. Like it is what it is. Like, this game is just... It just is. All great. Get the Kiku. Skip some stuff. Punch Hackathon in the face. Otter head out. There you go. He's buying 99 high potions there. Slightly different. Or no, he's not. There's a difference anyway. Okay. Now, this is interesting. Ooh. I spy with my little eye a different spot to farm sorcerers and helicons. Interesting. Now, again, in the grand scheme of things, that spot is probably not very far from the one that we've done previously. Only for that reason might I consider keeping it as it is, just because I know it, I know the steps and whatever. So normally when we get to the end of here, we go, it'll just be further across is what it will be. But this is rad. Didn't know there was a thing to get 2 helicons in there. Or 2 sorcerers in a helican. That's cool. So that'll save seconds, really. So let's see. Here. Ooh, 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 ooh. Good. Illusion, this is what I want, Max. Great. Okay. Cool. No, the rest I'm fairly confident will be identical. So we park, we go up, we come back down, we park, we run, put on the onion swords, we continue. There's not really at this point. It's just like real orange drank. There really isn't anything to do here. Other than just right into the sunset. Okay. So we're skipping encounters, we're skipping encounters, we're skipping encounters. All normal, normal, normal. It's going to be such a relief to be any percenting all of these this time. All right, good stuff. So, Zandi. Dark Cloud. And then final dungeon. Harryman. I'm just gonna like chunk ahead a little bit. Fieri, Caraberas. And the end. Tank Cloud. I mean, yeah, that's it. Good. Okay. Let's get F4 up. Well, have any of you even seen this video before? Do you know how old this is? Like this is a run from the olden times. Yo, what's up, Elbod? Oh yeah, I was curious. So I saw a link to a thingamajig. So are the patch notes out for season 4? Because I was going to read them. Oh, do you want? Do you want to see something horror? Do you want to see Nightmare Fuel? Doo-doo. Now this is season 3. It's important to note that. But this party, would you like to see their stats? So, for example, if I was to be like, you know, like how much health does each character have? What strength and all that kind of stuff. You might imagine to be beating New Game 347, the stats would have to be pretty high, right? I mean, like they're cleaning with ease. Give me a moment. But this party is it. Or it's certainly a very good one. Right, player database. So our lead character, 121,000 hit points, 38,000 attack, 38,000 magic. Ignore this number. How about one of the bottom characters? Nothing remarkable. They all have preference HP, by the way. And I did run this from this morning, like onwards. So that's where they've got the HP from. These stats are so low. And they are crushing. Combat it's one-sided. The enemy is stunned. Now, they do get absolutely smoked by Guard Scorpion. Show season is, we have got talent show, we've got winter showcase, we've got carol service, we've got production, auditions and stuff. And it's literally the second week of school. Well, yeah. Well, I mean, the thing is, it's fine. And honestly, I really like the idea. So there are a couple of things. So one, it's obviously rad to have an AFK party that can literally just infinitely farm the game. So that's what we, when we say we've solved the game, like that's what that would be. There are some really cool nuances. Having outliers that you're gambling on, like hedging your bets on. Well, if we do this setup, we can do 99% of the campaign, but 1% of the time, 1% of the time, it goes wrong, problem happens or whatever. Then something else that I like that I really don't want to push much is the idea of you have setups that have consistent changes. So for example, we know that you can manually change your masteries in season 4 and you don't have to have the job show up. So there could be, for example, let's just say for argument's sake, in Final Fantasy X, the crawler fight is a roadblock for some reason, and there's something that just doesn't play, and you play around, you've got different things, and you've got a party that works really well. And you, like, so 7, 8, 9, 10, you get to crawler, and for whatever reason, you just can't get a party that does it all. Where you hot swap, so like we've done ones where we've done character changes, like you change Cloud in for Sephiroth, that's an obvious thing, and bits like that. But like having like, okay, so we're on Final Fantasy X, this fight, we switch masteries and switch back, and you have like different builds for fights because you can switch in between fights. That's so doable. And that would make things very dynamic. So the tricky thing is that it really takes it away from being an idle game, and it makes it a very active and dynamic game, which obviously you can choose to play in that way. So I don't necessarily think that that should be like a common or default kind of thing where there's an expectation of, oh, if you want to do this well or quickly, then like the best thing to do is actually switch out characters or switch your masteries and stuff. Obviously, if it was an active thing where like there was, like let's say there was a tournament, for example, and the tournament was, okay, everyone gets a fresh account and you need to get for, like how many new games you can in the space of a week or something like that, then or here's a pre-made account, and you can see, and you get a certain amount of characters and a certain amount of masteries, and you have to try and get as far as you can in a day. Then you're encouraging a lot more dynamic and active play rather than idle passive play. But yeah, I mean, they're already like big quality of life things. So I do actually really sincerely want to check the patch notes. There are things I'm curious about. All right, don't want to be that guy. I like. If you saw my Google search right now. So I'm just going onto the itch.io site, right? But in the Google search, the second search is top NSFW games itch.io. Why is that the second? When I search for like FFbot, LBot, or itch.io, whatever, why is the second search result top NSFW? I don't want that in my life. Okay. All right. 12 a.m. GMT, so 11 p.m. tonight. I should be asleep by then. Would people want me to stay up a little bit so I can... Oh wait, no, that's 10 because it's GMT right now. So this I think is 10 p.m. Tell you what, if I'm awake and the patch is up, I'll patch it for the bot to go straight into season 4. Oh, what's this I see? A Discord server for bot? Sweet. I'll join that later. This could be very, very cool for everyone. Right. Hello, everyone. First of all, let me allow the massive thanks for the reception. Never thought Stephen last few months. It's been a joy to see many of you in the game. It's been a few for me. One of them speaking with the patch introduces. Want to turn your gun up. Presumably FF10. 2 new battle mechanics. Okay, so I've seen... Are the battle mechanics shields and shield breaking? Or is there a different mechanic that I've missed? So I know about shields. I don't know about the other one. But okay. I thought it was breaks. 14 new characters. Cool. 26 new jobs. 50 new animations. Oh, I love this. This is just quality of life stuff. Like, I just love that. 56 new monsters, presumably all FF10. 64 card passives. I was curious what the exact number was. So in the update last time, it was 357 cards, over 60 passives. How many passives do we have on the sheet? Let's see. I wouldn't even know how to control F or what search I would need to do. But I think I got a lot of them. I think I got a lot of them. I mean, I've gone through... This is all my personal research. So that's a card. That's the effect. That's what the description is. But so one of the things about this, obviously the jobs are like, this is nowhere near even close to full, but it will do for now. Like I assume these are the starting jobs, or maybe like even the first couple of unlocks. But obviously, like I think New Game 6 was the furthest you got in testing. So, but like for example, so like if I say life font I really like, I can just Control F life font, or I can do that because apparently my Control F doesn't work. Wait, why is my... Oh, there it is. Okay. So I can see... So Cidalara White M's got life font. Zorn's got life font. Immune Knight, Brood. So I can... Like, when I find a card effect I like, I can just go through this and then find out what all the cards do. So I'm hoping this will help us and expedite some things. But there are... I mean, this took a while, and there are a lot of cards here that I've been... I've gone through. I don't know just how many, but it's definitely like a couple of hundred. So I think we got a lot of them. So content all the way up to New Game 75. That's rad, because obviously, as we know, after a certain point, the new content was unlocked unlocked mimic. My brain is way too music at the minute. But yeah, so it's like, you know, every time unlock I said it again. Mimic. Okay, 356 cards. Amazing, right? Yeah, I need it. True. Plug in the Patreon. Would anyone like to donate? Oh no, why is this? Okay, hang on. Open link in new tab. Join free membership options. What have we got? $5 a month. Oh, so £4 because I live in money time. $5, $10, and $20. Gift membership to Elbod. Huge. Won't give benefits free completely Patreon Ultra. Yeah. Check it out. Team. Right. Triple triad. Right, we got that. Okay. Players going to live each other. There's no battle triple triad. For every board you probably collect these triple triad red bonus such as ABHL's quite great. There are offers to do it 6-4 passes collect grants. Triple triad overlooking stacking double taking care of the visuals. The game results from the toggle them. Oh! So the card effects still play, but the visual doesn't play. That's a really nice quality of life consideration. Alright, jobs, best mechanic, multiple improvements. Season 4, 6 masters. You can also swap these masters by tapping whatever job. For example, M2 White Mage, M4 Ranger. You will still need these to level these jobs to the right levels in order to make them increasingly more master. But thanks to triple trial, the push will be significantly faster. Significantly, you say? Significantly. So like maybe 3 times faster? Yeah, I mean, I am totally fine if, like, genuinely, Erithil, if anyone wants to have editing access to that document, if you ask for permission or whatever, and you want to tidy it up or anything, or make it, like, I think I absolutely agree, like, filtering by that. This was literally just like, when I look at the card, in order from top to bottom, it's card effect description. Same for jobs, it's job and description. So this was just so that I could get as much information down as quickly as possible over the course of a couple of days. But yeah, or even like you could have a new tab, or you could have a tab that goes like a tab for effects, a tab for the cards. But yeah, this is really bare bones, but it was. I figured if we can get a head start by even a day, worth it. Okay, introducing the FF10 Gauntlet. So 70 times the Gauntlet features the title Spirit be ready as the last land, so much chance many balls feature unique mechanics. I love it. Even Easter eggs for those who pay attention. I love that. Mechanically, which compared to the previous gauntlets. Ooh. Elbod, is there any intention to overhaul 789? Or is the idea that everything stays in their like legacy state and you'll keep developing your new content? I don't know what the new mechanics and different things will be, or if they're even appropriate for 789. Just curious. There's the boss the audience company. There wasn't a single 2-strong party. What are you talking about? Look, the game's really hard. Look, it's like the enemies, their ATB fills really quickly, and they get so many turns in combat. This game is balanced. Look at his ATB. Watch it go. Watch the Black Waltz's ATB grow. This is disc 2 boss. Like we're even using the worst character mechanically. Or I guess in terms of like movement speed from Final Fantasy 13. Like hopes don't do anything. Look at this. What do you look? Oh, look! Did you see? Did you see his ATB? Did you see his ATB? We haven't even done damage yet. This is ridiculous. This party is so good, but like the time it takes. Okay, can someone please proc Diablos? There we go. It's ridiculous. It's so dumb. New game 347. 3,000 million? 1,500 million? Oh, it's so... Anyway, as I was saying, this game is totally balanced. So what would happen is if a certain threshold key jobs can see other party could steam almost every boss. Why did we stream any of this? Do you know what we should have done? We should have gone dark and we should have streamed it on Discord to a private group so that no one knew it was happening. Oh, balancing is the hardest thing in video games. I'm so certain of it. Anyhow, doing almost no damage to the game. This is a big deal as well that I've like really thought about. Where obviously there are some jobs that will inherently be better than other jobs. Like there's no question about that. And there's some masteries that will be better than others, and there'll be card effects that are better than others, even if some are situational. And that, you know, you're going to get that in every game and what have you. There's a real curiosity about the nuance. So let's say every single job gave you the same stats. Every single job had the same attack and defense and whatever. And it was like the effect that that character had. Would be like the reason. So it's like, oh, the reason I like using this character is I like their toolkit. So it's like, you know, so you could balance around like, so like all heals do the same. Or you could have like a big heal and a small heal like they do for MOBAs and stuff. But like, yeah, it can be like really tricky. Like, you know, there's so many branching paths of decisions. Okay. Boss would never get turns, chance to activate. This is this feels targeted. And I know there were multiple people who did this. I'm just like, okay. But the next change is those invincible no-turn parties should be no longer possible. Sad, but also many aspects have been buffed to ensure player stats should be more steadily to keep up with the increased difficulty. Yeah, there's like a huge thing about like, I'm super down. Like if everyone at the end of season 4 only gets like new game 40 or new game 50, whereas the equivalent party could have got the new game 100 in season 3. I'm super down for that, and the idea of like, okay, maybe we actually do need to level and get stats rather than just abuse mechanics. But of course, you know, as everything, there is the balance behind it. Every instance of delay has been nerfed to remove a small bit of enemies HP instead of the... Wait, almost every instance of delays has been nerfed to only remove a small bit of enemies. Oh, so the idea is that you can't either permanently have your ATB full or permanently debuff the enemies. ATB. So either theirs always stays at 0 or yours is always full. Charge on battery characters. Eris Bart's Faust have been overall, so take a bit longer to get their limit breaks. Curious. So like there's a big deal about Eris being a slow character anyway. So there's a real curiosity. About that. Stage jump alone gives limit break to the entire party, but instead to 3 random players. Ooh, interesting. Elbod, I have a question. 3 random players. Does this mean that... So let's say I've got 2 characters who both have Sage and they both go on the same characters. Will that happen? So it goes on 3 and then the next person with Sage goes on... If it goes in the same 3, does it just not work? Or does the game know that it's on 3 and will pick 3 other players? So I'm curious about that, where like there's obvious benefit to having it. But let's say you got really unlucky. So let's say you've got 10 players and everyone's using Sage. They could all all like with low chance only give limit break to the same 3 people 10 times in a row. So 3 get their limit, which means that most of your Sage usage was actually wasted, because if you put it on the same 2 people, one gets it, or if you, on the same person, one gets it, and then the second on the same character just does nothing because they've already got it. So So it always randomly chooses from your party of up to 11 people. And if they've already had their limit filled by Sage, then it just doesn't do anything. That's what I'm understanding. Yeah. Okay. Experience has been increased overall by 30%. That is huge. Also adding more scalable experience in New Game Plus. I love this. Scalable XP. I love that. I love bonuses. We turn this into an event run. I mean, this will be such a help because by the end of it, we weren't even thinking about levels. In fact, levels didn't matter at all at a certain point. It was all strats. Walls are definitely still up as they're meant to be, but shouldn't last as long as before. Yeah, love that. I mean, it's like we call this in my world the uphill Toblerone. So, oh, that's true actually. Yeah, Guard Scorpion was still a deal. So the uphill Toblerone is that you've got a line that goes up, but it zigzags. So, for example, you're making progress. You go up, and then you hit a wall. And you go down again. But when you go down, you're slightly higher than when you started. So you're always making progress, even though you're getting taken down a lot. So I imagine that the progression curve will be that upwards Toblerone. Beating final bosses, playing on the weekend, sometimes randomly because why not? Yeah, I mean, just have like MMOs, they just have those experience plus days or extra buffs and things like that there on holidays or whatever it is. Bonus XP for final boss is really cool. Like that a lot. So I'm not suggesting anyone do this, but like you get to the final boss of new game, whatever. Main party come in, beat the boss, save the game, reset FF bot, have a dummy party that D-level you to final boss, always getting more experience. This is the way my brain thinks, which is why I'm a problem. Defense boosted to 3 times level compared to 1 from before. Oh, wow. Thanks should sound a better. I should not be saying any of this on stream. Okay. So defense has been boosted to 3 times your level compared to 1 time before. Tank should stand a better chance. That's interesting. Because, yeah, we basically just pumped HP at the end of Season 3. So having defense be more important. I think that's a big thing as well, where, like, realistically, when you're thinking about, okay, am I doing preference, attack, spirit, magic, whatever, what's actually useful to do? And for us, the only one that was really useful was HP, and it was circumstantial, really. So like having defense be the difference between surviving something and not, rather than just pumping HP, is very cool. I'm curious about the other stats as well. So two mechanics, so breaks and shields, more from below, deal damage, while also mitigating incoming damage, spice up team compositions. While being extensively tested on the channel, keep an eye for progression in a couple of days to be cool. Qualities of life. The qualities of life. Right, stats and major rework for all seasons. Should be better to read and easier. Love that. The font has been emboldened a bit to make it easier in lower resolutions. Very cool. And options being added to make stats assignment job list to be shorter on screen. Oh, so I assume there's like a toggle just to make them take up less space. An option being added to completely disable the command job list. Okay. An option's being added to performance mode. I saw that on your stream, Elbog. Exploit multipliers available for season. Now available for season 3 since it's no longer the latest one. I don't understand this. XP multiplier is now available for season 3 since it's no longer the latest one. I thought experience multiplier was already a thing. Haste skills now display the ATB in red. Yes, because there is an auto haste from the magic pot. I'm very excited about that until I find out that it's not completely broken. Like, my brain's just thinking about auto haste in Final Fantasy normal, and it's like so busted. Bosses that suffer paralysis, petrification, and sleep can no longer sneakily get their turns anyway. Ooh, cool. Playing on weekends, Friday and Saturday, and offers an additional 50? 50? Holy. Friday through Sunday. Is that midnight GMT +2 Friday start, or is it later in the day on Friday? This has always been here for season 3. Like, I am 100% sure anyhow. Oh, fair enough. Okay, that's very cool. I just always thought it was there and did its thing. So, okay, so midnight Monday through to midnight, or sorry, midnight starting Friday to midnight ending Sunday. All right, cool. Baked beans and toast. Just that, or also smear butter, add cheese or something. Okay, so there are a couple of things we've got in the UK. So beans on toast is toast with butter with Heinz baked beans on top. Now, we also have a thing called a cheesy beano, which is when you add cheese to your baked beans. So if I ask for a cheesy beano at a chip shop, I'll get chips or fries with cheese and baked beans on top. So we do that. Yeah, that's a good point for shield breaking, actually. So, like, in Raid Shadow Legends, there's a boss called the Fire Knight that's got a shield that's got 5 charges or whatever you want to call it on it. So you want to have multi-attack people to get rid of that shield. Okay, being a final boss doubles double? Okay, okay. How do we not abuse this? Double XP? We've got to intentionally de-level and farm bosses. Support for numbers past 1 billion all the way to 9,999 quintillion. A good addition. Maybe the best. Most enemy attacks can be countered. Oh, that's rad. Thancred got a complete rework. Interesting. Don't actually know Thancred's kit, so let's go GS significantly less counters. New mechanics. Buzzers will have an indicator with a number of color next to them and a break value, which characters who hit with the right skill, orange physical, blue for magical, will reduce the value of break. So to 0, the bot defense will also drop to 0, causing a break effect. So this is effectively stagger. Many characters have gained better break damage bonus. More information in the F-Bot guide to check who's gained the ability. Okay, so enemies will either have a physical shield or a magical shield. The right skill. So I'm assuming this is any physical or any magical will reduce the value. Well, this is not shield. This is not shield. This is different. So there's a break indicator. So when you reduce the break value to 0, defense drops to 0, break effect. Shields can be applied. Up to 3 shields nailed at a time. When you get hit, 1 shield charge gets lost, but you mitigate the damage by 50%. Many jobs also synergize to the system. Okay. So I've read this. Congrats to everyone. Sav. We'll do a streamer tourney. I think it would actually be really cool to do like okay, we've got 24 hours or something like that. You start a fresh account and you get as far as you can, or like 12-hour challenge kind of thing. Alright, cool. And editing the save file will now make it so leaderboard participants disabled forever. Yeah, super fair. I mean, like, there's, like this. has become a thing. But yeah, like things where like you set the parameters and there's so little impact on the wider world of the game that there really shouldn't be, like, no one's going to have time to like mess around and all that kind of stuff. And if it's like a 1 day thing, if it's a 12-hour tourney or whatever it would be, or like, you know, other parameters, it should be really easy to see if anyone's messing and gaming the system. But also it's so short that it won't have a big impact and it'll be easier to keep a track of. Like the other thing is, like I said, you know, you can either go like, okay, fresh game, see how far you can get, or you could go, here is a file where you only have these characters and you have to figure out how best to use them, or limited jobs, like challenges, you know, that kind of stuff. Right. Ragtime mouse cushion no longer crash the game. Woohoo! No longer impossible to get turns during quiz time. Yeah, I'll believe that when I see it. I know we're gonna slay some ragtime mice. Enemies would get their turn at the same time, no longer act before the tank has a chance to taunt. So taunt's got prio. Counters and enemy turns can no longer happen when they die. Also applies to players. Still, I mean, there's gonna be a desperation somewhere, right? I'm waiting for there to be a sneaky patch thing where Malorith does a desperation attack when she dies in 9. Fix the leaderboard bug where if you run the game for 12 hours, the leaderboard stops working. Yep, well familiar. Fix the display bug at the end of battle when issue 1% experience out of 2. Cool. Bug passive feeling support from ICO garnet others lower than intended. Performance changed internally quite a lot, so went through many old functions to make sure less waste resources to the table. And most times the game's from a better edition than that. The performance really could toggle. Got the engine at 30 FPS, also mastery just loaded since it was running all together. Awesome. So good. Amazing. That's rad. I like that a lot. Now, the question is... is everything updated here? So I assume if there were the new character... What? Was? Yeah, I know. I mean, like for real. Don't forget, folks. This is Albot is doing this for no money. This is a passion project. He's not getting paid. It's entirely free for everyone to play. And I quote, there's somewhere it says it'll be, you know, this is a free thing forever. So what an absolute joy to have in the world. Okay. Season 4, Torgal. I love it. We'll use 3 shield on tanks. So if you've got a tank, it will give them shield 3. You can use sick multi physical attack. Limit break Fenrir's Moonlight will completely charge limit break on everyone in the party. So Torgal is now Faris. Actually, don't really know. Oh, actually, the Alphino. Oh no, it wasn't the Alphino rework. Oh, okay, so the 8 reworks are all here. Okay, cool. Isari can summon you Jimbo Daigoro, may petrify 30% while dealing physical damage. Those give multi-physical hits. Limit break Wakazashi. Powerful AoE, 1% chance becomes Zanmaru, instantly defeating all enemies. That's dope. I love that. Okay, so speed. So that's the I assume this is the character's default speed. Limit break and the number here. Does this mean how long it takes for their limit break to fill? Okay, so Vincent's a breaker. Spells, limit break, chaos, boost magic by 1/5. How many actions or hits to fill limit? Okay. Speed by 10, powerful magic attack. Okay. Gain shield. Don't can cast 3 times shield. Access to the spell arrow. So the term breaker, so presumably this is someone so am I right in saying it's so for the breaking an enemy down to 0 break, you need to have plus something break in your character? I imagine there may also be a card effect or something like that. Everyone can break. Okay. So, what's the difference between a normal character and someone that says breaker? Oh, so everyone can bring the enemy down, but only breakers do the damage multiplier? Is that correct? Okay, cool. Love the Irvine model. All right, so a breaker just means damage multiplier when the enemy's broken. So shield, and this just means that this character will cast a shield on at least one person or whatever. But I imagine the specifics will be around. Also gives one shield, yeah. Okay, right. So, hang on. Well, so I don't think I'm understanding the break then. Oh, actually, well, I could, but there just might be an extra addition. So enemies got 5 break charges. Anyone that attacks, okay, let's say, so an enemy's got a physical break of 5. Everyone who does a physical attack will reduce that break. Once the break hits 0, the enemy is broken. Everyone does bonus damage. Breakers will do even more bonus damage. Is that everything correct? See, I think that Elbod said that breakers don't break faster. I think it was to do with the damage. So the alternative description would be that an enemy's got 5 break, physical. Every character that does physical damage will reduce the break. A breaker reduces it by 2. A normal person breaks it by 1. Everyone does the same amount of bonus damage when an enemy's broken. That's the other possibility. No, nothing to worry about at all. It's I mean, it's all new, different, and exciting, and it's a brand new system as well. And especially if you've got lots of conditionals, it can be, it can be hard to make that simple because you want to make it effective. You want to make it as easy as and approachable for everyone, but you also want to, get the specifics if possible. Yeah, so I'm wondering about, so obviously like the shield on our end, but like, so for example, if you had you could say, right, well, I want every single character to be a breaker. So like if because you're thinking about speed tuning your party. I guess your general approach is if you're trying to break the game, it's either like you out DPS the enemy where they can never kill you because of your damage, or they can never kill you because of your defense and shield. So it's all curious. But also, like, I think a big thing will be to see that how many of the buffs either do random target or whole party. But I think that will have a massive impact on things. Or a potential substantial impact on things. Indeed. Right, information about new characters will be revealed every 3 days. Presumably as well, like, I mean, you're going to see the characters in rotation, but you're also going to unlock things as you go up the new games. So, I mean, it's probably good to have as little right up front as possible. Gladiator, limit break, delay, fine. Siege. Getting his +1 limit break charge of 3 random allies. That's a great question, Crystal. Let's see. So, new game 14, second mastery slot, and you require 12. New game 24. This looks like this is not updated. So, if M2 is still... So, is M1 still 5? M2 12? M3 20? M4 will then be something like... Well, we could even just hedge and go M4 could be 30, M5 50, M6... Oh, no, sorry. 30, 40, 50 for M4, 5, 6. Elbod, will this be updated to say what new game you unlock a mastery slot and then what level you require to master it? So this will, I presume this page will change to cards. This I imagine will be the same. Don't know about this page. So for example, so let's say you do, so for example, you could do right at the beginning, first ever thing, job. And then as soon as that's level 5, put it into mastery 1, and then next job. Well, so basically the gate is how many levels you have in the job. Cool. All right, so level 50 for mastery 6. That's fair, it's reasonable. I mean, 5, 12, 20, 30, 40, 50, something like that. That could do the job lovely. That could work well. Right, so we've already checked that out. Psychic Explorer, I don't know. Viking Gunner. Okay, so there's... We've got this. So 50% big deal. Indeed. Right. So the gambler thing is an interesting one as well, because the whole, I think the card thing is like how it all plays out. So like you're in a battle, you win the card game, everyone's stats go up 50%, and the effect stacks between multiple players. So is it true to say you have 11 gamblers, you win a card game, you have 160% or whatever stats for all characters, and then the next fight, all the stats reset to where they were? Beans on toast are amazing. It's goated is what beans on toast is. So yeah. Like, I'm just thinking, like, just run everyone on Gambler and Gambling Spirit, which I think is the card effect. Tank to the 9s. And then you just have to survive until you win the card game. You also need to win the card game. And then smash them up. Awesome. Well, I look forward to switching over tonight. Exactly, Elmo. I hope someone's taking notes of all this stuff. We're farming information for free. I think that's a pretty good look at what's on offer right now. So I assume the extra characters will be available from quote unquote day one. You just need to get them. Okay. So we go in the new game. We go into season 4, and we keep all our 119 characters. Everyone goes back to level 1. You start with no job, no masteries, and your stats are all reset to default. You mean the tuba character? Is that what we're saying? Is that what we're asking about? Ooh. Elbod, the thing that you sent me, would you be okay with me showing on stream? Or do you want to keep everything completely hush-hush until it's all done? I'll not... I'll not spoil anything other than I'll just show it. Oh, this has been playing the whole time. Oh, why is it not playing? Oh. Whoa, okay. It's because I've got the playback speed at a bajillion. So now all we need is the tuba weapon. But yeah, the fact that Elbod's put that together in days, that's mental. That's crazy to me. Right, splendid. Well, there we go. There's our little overview of FFBot. So we get cracking tonight. I think there's just so much to lock in on. Where, how do we utilize brakes and shields? What kind of focus? Like, what's the balance? So, like the quote unquote solved party for season 3 is like almost everyone's got the same things. Like, there was very much a top selection, and they're facilitating like very few things. So like the first 5 characters or something are all just facilitating heals and limit. Then there are a couple of damage dealers who are abusing Diablos, and then we've got offset limit fills or whatever. But like, we're talking 9 of the 11 characters have the same masteries, and the only difference is their espers, and the bottom 2 have got the same stuff. So it'll be very curious. But yeah, that's a good... So the changing masteries on the fly question about leveling. So let's figure that out. So I think what Habe is asking is, if you've got mastery level 1 or mastery level 5 on a job, and your current main job is something else, can you just go !job and then name the M2 and that will become your normal job? Or is the normal job only ever based on what's cycling on the screen, and you can only job 1 or main job or whatever that? Right, so with that then, just to go into it. No. That's not the question. The question's not, can I put it onto a mastery slot? The question is, can I put it onto main job? So, yeah. So your main job can only ever be something that's scrolling on the screen, or, you know, on the rotation of jobs, !job, that becomes your job. And the only way to have a mastery job, let's say you've got something on M2, the only way to make that your main job is for it to show up on the rotation. Okay, I think that answers the question. Well, I think the big question, Habe, is how much more quickly do you get job levels? Because the impression I'm getting is that job levels will go up much faster. Well, there's nothing to suggest that it would be the same in Season 4. I mean, there are so many other fundamental changes to the systems. There's nothing to say that that couldn't also happen. But yes, with more jobs, more time, more differences, etc. Right, let's get back to FF4. All right, let's get the speed up. My milkshake brings all the boys to the... It's a reference that no one will get. Maybe some will. I reckon very few will. Alright, we should be able to blitz this one. So the bomb, no one ever gets the Raven skip. Never even seen it. Not even convinced it exists anymore. But I'm sure it does. So. One, tent. Go to bed. Rosa! I love Rosa. Mandatory cutscene. I love it. I love the mandatory cutscenes. Alright, Chocobo Forest. Carrot Chocobo. Run through. Miss Dragon. Okay. Oh, low percent run? That's actually a great question, Hot Toddies, because you do manipulate no encounters in the first dungeon, and the Mist Dragon fight is not scripted per se, but it is scripted. So it should always be this. I mean, okay. There's a world in which he maybe got a crit. It also might be not 0.5 instead of... Oh, it is definitely 8.5. No, you can see that. Don't honestly know. I don't honestly know. That's an interesting place to do. Oh, it's probably just because of the thing. Sure, the tent will be in the same place. All right, so we buy our Shadow Shield or the Dancing Daggers. We pick up the items. We leave. And then we fight Girl. Yeah, FF bot low percent could be really fun. So you use the character you're given, and you have to use the first job roll and the first card that rolls. Alright, all good. Run buffer. Put whatever L1 is on Riddy's head. And we leave. Underground waterway. Octomam. Yeah, you could do that. And have a play around with different builds for characters. Okay, Darkness Swords. And then we do Octomam. The fight, as they say, is the fight. Alright, so burning steps for step route. Got reminded to ascend. Oops. Okay. I assume they all worked. Okay, cool. No, absolutely. I mean, like, day one patch are super normal. Yeah, have a good rest, and we'll see you soon. Okay, Spoony Bard, do nothing. Very important. A tortilla. It'll be like when 3 days in, there is actually something that's completely busted, and you have to like, all right, we're just going to pause season 4 and overhaul the entire game. We can pick up the life here for safety. You don't need to, but I mean, for marathon reasons, you almost definitely want to pick up life for safety. Outline 3, Dancing Daggers, pretty straightforward. And then run the outside. Back to Kaipo, Rosa, Water Hag. Must kill the Water Hag. It's got like 40k HP. You can't actually kill it. If you don't attack it, it can kill you. You don't want that to happen. And then we go to Mount Hobbs and Shaw. Must park at a specific tile, otherwise you can't get the 64 floor glitch at the end of the run. Monbob fight's pretty cool. This fight's garbage. It is what it is. No changes there. And then to Fabul. Fable. Fabul's the worst part of the run. And by that I mean like the most difficult. Because you get back-to-back fights that you can't heal in between or do anything in between. Oops. Genuinely, this is a tough segment, but it will look really easy. You just like, oh, hit the fighter. Dancing Dagger, the Weeper, fight the things. Look, everything dies perfectly. It's so easy. You just hit them and they go down. It's so free. Look at that, just smash them with a Dancing Dagger. Everything gets one shot by Dancing Dagger. Does that glitch your inventory slot? Yeah, no problem. Go, Innkeeper, menu, and get eaten up and go to Mysidia. Oh dear. Crossed my mind actually the thing won't be an FF4. Hang on, let me change the game. People might be upset that the game is Final Fantasy 8 when it's actually Final Fantasy 4. Anyway. So Mysidia, talk to the Elder, then we'll do the shopping. Did you do the shopping already? Must have missed the shopping. Oh, forgot. We have safety shopping for Marathon. You don't need to get... Wait, I'm sure you get those items, though. Oh, okay. Oh, there it is. Okay. Yeah. Oops, my bad. Maybe just skipped. Okay. What? I mean, we do go to... Okay, this is actually FF8. You do go to space. There are definitely sorceresses. Yeah, no, this is FF8. I've lied to you all. I'm a terrible person. And I forgive. I apologize. Whatever. Okay. So then we've got Mylon Z. The battle speed 3 is a safety thing. Obviously, the legit runners just go ham and you do all the timing. Very, very cool fight. Very, very cool strat. Allons-y. Allons-y. Love the trash can. And fight Dark Cecil, depending on your outlook on life. Spam Dancing Daggers, now we're a paladin. And the beautiful red lines, you know the red lines. So this is how we check if we got good chocobo. So we want the chocobo to leave the screen in between the red lines. So as you can tell, good chocobo. God, another unskippable cutscene, my favorite. So Yang guards fight. Shop by. MP underflow glitch, menu, Baigan. That's how we do it. FF4 is legit like that. I manip good chocobo placement by doing a save and reset just for marathon purposes. But yeah, if you get unlucky with your chocobo placement, then you have to catch another yellow chocobo later in the run and make sure it leaves the screen in a good position. Otherwise, you can't do the glitch at the end. Very important. Castle, talk to Edward, get rid of MP underflow with an ether, exit out, local tourist, get Black Chocobo, Dark Elf Cave, run from everything, do the menu before the Dark Elf. But I think people do that after speaking to the Dark Elf, I don't remember. But like, do it in the room. Oh. Alright, cool fight. Basically, we just want to get weak and smash his face in. Delicious. Talk to the crystal, very important. Walk out, exit. You must leave the chocobo in a certain position, otherwise, again, which at the end doesn't work. Got the clerics, exit out again, Tower of Zot, wee buns. Dupe the flame sword from the flame dog. Well, actually, it's the chest, but kind of get at the end of the fight. Whatever. So we've got a sword, fire sword that we can put on to Kane as well as Cecil. Mega Sisters. Do the Medio. Pop Kane. Give him some OP gear. And the hardest fight in the run, Valvalis. Doesn't actually, I don't think, anymore. I think my opinion's changed on that. Tricksy fight, but it's alright. Especially since I figured out about... So, Marathon Safety will buy heal potions, which get rid of status effects. So, one of the status effects that Valvalis will use is Petrify, like Stone. So, if all your characters are either dead or become petrified, like, you lose. But, like, in a marathon, if you're worried, you can just use a heal potion or the heal spell from Rosa to get rid of it. And I didn't know that for a long time, which I'm not proud of in any way. And when I found out, I was just like, oh, this fight's now like pretty free. If you want to be in low health anyway, the action strats are very cool, but the safety, it's all there. Very simple. Right, Dwarven Castle. Do some menuing. Make sure the floor is at 63. This is the glitch. Well, this is set up for it. Calbrana. So all you have to do is make sure you kill the last blue and red in the same turn before they get an action, otherwise they'll turn into Calcabrana. Easy. Golbez. If Kane's level 19, you can jump with them and then you just instantly win. It's great. If you don't get Kane and you don't get the jump, then you have to just pray and kill him. Alright, everything else is literally just the glitch movement now. Is get Edge in the party. Next stop, pick up Fusuya. Final boss. Must run at the beginning of the fight, otherwise you lose 12 seconds. Very important. That's FF4. FF5 we will need to watch a little bit more closely. Where's Microsoft Word? Boop. Why do I need to enable editing? It's my document. It's also horrendously on... It's on Microsoft Word Dark or whatever. So it flips the color scheme. So these actually should be black with white text. But because, for whatever reason... I don't actually know how to... Can I change this? Ooh. Yeah. Now we're talking. Now we're talking. Tasty. Right, let's get 5 up. Also, I've not watched this record before. I didn't know it got beat. It got beaten a little bit ago. So are we at 8 times or 4 times? I don't want to be at 8 times speed. There actually might be something... No, as far as I know, the record's only really ever been beaten by like a seconds or a minute or 2 at a time. So I don't think there'll be anything new, but just in case, it's always worth it to check up on. Then 6 is where it's going to get crazy. So for 6, I've got my sketch notes here. Great, grand, wonderful. Not super expansive, and love this. This does the job really well, but I have... Actually, they might be here as well. No, it's the old bosses next week. Oh, do I have them in the browser? Oh, I do. Here. So these are the FF6 notes, and oh boy, am I not confident in any of this. Slothful for characters. Man, I'll play Cujo all day, every day. So this is going to be terrifying as heck. Also, my favorite thing ever is a set of notes that just say, do Kefka at Narsh. The first hour and a half of the run, but it's not different from anything. Do normal route to Kefka at Narsh. But this is so valid. It's been covered for like 16 years, so that's fair. Now, interestingly, so there's like the not so high level route and then the high level route. And it changes the guy camera glitch. But I don't know any of this stuff at all. I've kind of read through, looked a little bit and stuff, but this we will be actively spending time on figuring out how to do. Like with 1 through 5, like I can change my notes and do things. And we've changed the notes for 1. I'm very excited about that. This, well, I don't think this will be a change. This will be a use these notes and try to beat the video game. And if I happen to beat the video game in less time than it takes me in Sketch, good, because the record's like an hour faster, but this is terrifying. Anyway. I'm going to take a quick bathroom break. I'll be back in a couple of minutes, and then we'll get cracking. So 40 minutes to get through 5. Actually, I'll do the transition or the layout again as well. So no one gets angry that we're not playing 5. And I'll be back real soon. Yeah, I get that still. Like, so yeah, I'm really used to having like normal word so that this shows up dark, and then yeah. I'd forgotten. All right, here we go. So first 4 minutes are all unskippable cutscene. Part of me really wants it to be exactly the same so I can just get stuck into 6 and 7. But we will see. If things are like really similar, I will just leave it so I can focus on the things that are drastically different. Ooh, that. Step indicators. Okay, so back and forth. All good. Smash the goblin. Leave your character be. Alright, straight out. Good. More goblins. Cutscene. Up and down and up and down. Zing, 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 zing. Half step menu. Oh, I wonder if he does the dope thing where. Oh no! Wow! Oh, is he gonna do the double thing, or is he gonna do the steps where you don't do the double thing? I can't explain it in other words because I don't have the vocabulary to explain it. There's a thing you can do here. I don't know if you take like a half step or whatever it is, but you don't have to do the double water tiles on the outside. I can't remember how it works, and I can't remember who I saw do it. See. So we'll find out here. Oh dear. Okay. I don't know what it is, and I don't know how to do it. Oh, ah. Gosh. My body. Broadsword. Wing Raptor. Oh. Oh, my whole chest. Ugh. Oh, so much violence in my chest. Oh, dear. 4-job fiesta. Oh, could you imagine the New Year's marathon with 4-job fiesta? Holy. That would be dangerous. All right. Blue Magus. Goblino Poncho. Man, I really hope Zero and I get Blue Mage next year. Shoppy, yeah. And then Zox Hoos. Do-do-dum-dum-dum. Boom. Wow. Not good. There it is. Dum pum pum. Dum pum pum. Dum pum pum. Dum dum dum. Boom. My subharmonics are garbage. Anyway. Tornacanul. Take the no encounter step. Encounter. Encounter. Get your black mages ready. Spam bolt. Is it don't? Zombie Island. Menu. and I check it all about. Lovely encounter minute. Pick up the skull thing, money, pick up the potion, come through, sleepy, sleepy. Over, across, and right, across. Magic chest, crossing up. See you then. Siren. Basically goblin punch spam. That was a big wipe there. Checking something quickly. Carbon to get the ice rod. Wait, what? What's this tent? Why are we tenting? Why are we tenting? Why are we tenting? What possible reason is there to tent? Why would you tent? There's no healing or anything. ice rod. Why tent? How would you tent? I don't understand. Steps are all... Wait. Yeah. Steps are all same. 6 extra steps. Rock slug. I'm really confused. It would have to be like you took a lot of... I've never thought to tent there. I do get more healing items, so I do get like extra potions and Phoenix Down, so maybe I just haven't ever considered using a tent. Just don't know the world in which you would need to use a tent there. Like, it would have to be for the Magissa fight. But what could possibly have happened? Siren? Ooh, that's an unfortunate fight. But I mean, Farah, if someone's going to die, Farah's dying is good because you don't have to get her in a crit health. For, whatever. Rock elephant. Rockaphant. Waltz Castle. Straight up, menu Waltz Tower. Six steps, round, get with the sword, run away. The night job is so busted in 5. Like, night is broken for physical enemies. The fact that you can just cover every single character who's in crit health and you take 0 damage, it's actually busted. Next. Karnak Meteor. Very nice suspension. Steps are exactly the same. Very odd. Okay. All good. Menu, half step. Karnak, stealth stuff by the ice rod. We get the cheap prices here. It's worth it. We get to buy one thing. This guy. Oh wait, we don't fight the guy here. I'm actually just probably curious if this is still going on. We're still crushing it. Although this party will die as soon as they get to FF7 because Guard Scorpion is unkillable. Kind of. Alright, buy the rest of the goods. The ice rods and the thunder rods to the steamship. Love that. And I shake it all about. Do the hokey cokey. Turn around, that's what it's all about. Talk. Encounter. Ice it up. Smashy. Top of 4. Set up for Liquid Flame. If you get lucky, you get Tornado. If you get unlucky, you get Hand Form. Very nice. That was a really good fight. These you can dash. The money. And pick up the money. Right, so we go. Sergeant. Thunder Rod. Good. Ancient Libra. Blah, blah. Liberare. More bits and pieces. Skippy. An ancient library. Written stuff. Blah. By a Frit. Smash his face in. Battle menuing might actually be worth checking. I also pick up different things for safety, like the bows and stuff that you would normally. Here, pick up the thingamajig, or what it's called, the other bit, Phoenix Down or something. Run from the book, up to the book, and around, Biblos. Nice double fires, no deaths. Runs really good. Right. Your ethers. Love it. Row everyone, get them ready for the Aegir fight. 150 damage. Ashay. Skip. Back into the pub. Talk to Sid mid. What did you say even? Present. This track is like 20 years long. Oh, it's like 6.5 minutes, so it's just about to end. Oopsie. All right, left round to Sid. Drive down to get around encounters. Drive down? Yes, we drive the boat. Is a smooth operator. Smooth operator. We have been told we can't sing that for copyright reasons. How does the car feel? Don't know. Oh, the tires are smooth operator. That's a 5-second penalty. Alright, mini dragon grind. Sweet. God, mini dragons feel so much better than having to do black scrolls and stuff. That's the misery. Alright, sound there. Like, do you know the thing that I'm getting at? Here. This one's a classic.
I apologize, Carlos. The FIA has informed us that singing Smooth Operator is not allowed due to copyright laws.
No, this is not fair. It's unacceptable.
Those are rules. We'll have to find another song for you to sing.
It's unacceptable. Tell them, it is unacceptable.
How are your tires feeling, Carlos?
I don't know, it was...
So we have received a 5-second penalty for that. I apologize, Carlos.
It's just silly, but fun. How are your tires feeling, Carlos? I don't know. Smooth. Great. Okay. There we go. The thing is, I don't think that's real. Like, there are multiple videos of him singing Smooth Operator in the cockpit. I mean, it sounds very convincing. It sounds very real, but like, I have to assume that you don't actually get a time penalty for singing Smooth Operator in a Formula One race. I could be wrong though. It could, but I think it's doctored. I think that was a smooth operator. The way he does it is just so good. Wow, I mean... Who knows? Imagine paying royalties to sing Smooth Operator. Activate the tower. Dear me. Gosh. We must fly. High. Oh gosh. I think my gastrointestinal system is struggling. Anyway, red mage for Adam and Timmy. Trips down the scroll on the ice rod. Oh. Holy goodness. Do, 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 do. Two, three, four. So get it. Spam Tunda screws. Up and down and around. Spin to you win. Shuriken the Lamia. Run from the other Lamia. Extra steps. Arcavis. Greatest strat in the run. Fire damage, Rainbow Wind, and poof. Okay. Tycoon Meteor. Okay. Menu to get dash. Oh, right. Sorry, that. Fair enough. Very cool. Improboros. Groboros. Oh, menu then. Interesting. Okay, cool. Love the guild toss tech. It's very, very cool. And then Kimbrian. Kimchi brain. Oof. Yeah, Aqua Rick's rough, but like, not too bad. Now for Underdweller. Underdweller. Titan, the only fight we have a giant string for. Bloop. Very cool. Great strat. Love it a lot. And then the first half completion. All right, let's rescue the party. Grundpapa. Grandy Popper. All right. Get him the speed. And we change him to samurai for the fight. So we can guild toss. And then counter tile. Out round. Lovely. Blippity bloppity bloopity blop. Out the front. Into the big bridge. Specific steps. In the menu so we can get chemist. Height menu. There he goes. Okay. Now, just about to hit 8:30. Getting into Grocianoa. Skip, tank the one encounter. Buy the things. The format's really messed up. Don't know what's happened to it. Maybe it's the zoom. Logo sequence. Alright. Crab. Moogle Eater. I wonder if they named something Moogle Eater. It's like such a scary, terrifying name. Pterosaurus. Bend down. Good, 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 good. Onto the beach. So fight them on the beaches, etc., etc. Don't go in the sand. That's where the monsters are. I love the sand. We're good. Let me talk to a friend. Talk to a friend. Let me take his gill and his dancing dagger. We'll call it a bow. Okay. Cool. Blah, 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 etc., etc., so on and so forth. Totally good. Okay. So we will pick it up from here tomorrow. That's going to do it for me for tonight. I love the party is still riding along. No one's business. Go. Okay. Right, so I'll be back tomorrow. We'll be going through more 5, probably do some learning of 6 as well. When we get through the 6 stuff, might actually start like going through the run and playing it. So obviously the first bit we need to get through the Kafka and R stuff, which is the same as any %, so that shouldn't be an issue, one would hope. And then we'll crack on with things from there. As far as raid targets and stuff, relatively low. Chill stream in the day. Zero's running. 16. Cordelium's doing 8. So naturally we can hang out with the boys. So let's raid 0. What? Unusual thing. Anyhow. So, back tomorrow. See me again as close to 5:30 as possible. Finish at 6:30. 6:30? No. Start at 5:30, finish at 8:30, and then we've got tomorrow, we've got Thursday, and then back to FF8 for No Junction at the weekend. FF Bot Season 4 starts tonight on the stroke of, I think, 10 p.m. I'm not 100%, but I think 10 p.m. So we'll try to get that updated tonight if I'm still awake, and then see what's all going on there. Very cool. Very excited to see what's going on. But other than that, have a wonderful evening, everyone. Enjoy the rest of your Tuesdays. Channel point if you want to see more Kingdom Hearts or you want to see some League of Legends. Lots of runs that are redeemed still to come by, so lots of weekend runs coming up, and prep for the New Year's Marathon. So I'll see you then. Have a wonderful evening. Take it easy. All the best. Have a good day. See you later. Bye-bye.